Hi, it's Paul Laverne. I'm a registered psychotherapist in private practice in Peterborough, Ontario, and I'm also a certified sexual recovery therapist with the American Association of Sex Addiction Therapists. Thanks for taking a second to watch this video. I work with clients every day that present with compulsive sexual behaviors. They can't stop watching porn and masturbating. They're hooking up, they're on dating sites, they're sexting and texting, coworkers, outside of their relationship, keeping secrets, lying to their partner. They engage in meaningless sexual encounters, hooking up, going to rub and tugs, massage parlors, prostitutes. And they feel compelled to do this. They feel driven, they feel trapped, they feel like they can't stop. And of course, they're doing things they never imagined they would do, or associating with people they never imagined they would associate. And by the time they come and see me, most of the time they're suffering serious consequences in their life. Their relationships are damaged. They've destroyed the trust that they have in their partner. They may have lost income or employment. They may be in the middle of legal implications for their behaviors. So how do you help them? We are in an unprecedented situation in our culture. And because of the rapid changes in technology driven by the internet, we are behind the curve. The unprecedented situation is that never before in the history of the human race have so many people been exposed to so much hardcore sexual material. And if you've watched my previous videos, you're like, yeah, okay, Paul, I get it, I've seen this. But I keep coming back to this because this is very important as a starting point for us to understand why are we seeing things presenting in our office that we never heard of 15 or 20 years ago. If I sit down with a person who's in their 70s or 80s and I tell them about my job and I tell them what people are doing, they look at me like I'm crazy because it's so shocking to them that 15 and 16-year-olds are masturbating multiple times a day to pornography that they watch on their phone. Girls in high school are sending naked pictures of themselves to other guys. Like, people are hooking up with a different person every night through dating apps. And when I tell somebody this from a different, 2 generations ago, it's hard for them to even comprehend. 97 billion videos on Pornhub alone, they're incredulous. But this is the world that we live in. How do we help these people? One of the most heartbreaking and I'll admit upsetting things that I have come across is clients who come to me in crisis. She's found out for the 5th time that he's sexting women and watching porn and hiding it from her. And they've gone to 1, 2, sometimes 3 other therapists, and they have tried to tell them about the issue, and they have gotten no effective help or even bad advice that's counterproductive and damaging to them. And I feel a little bit upset at first, and then I realized that we're just so behind the curve right now as mental health professionals. And most of these therapists are probably very competent, well-trained, mean well. They just are not up to speed on what's going on out there today. And they don't understand how when we say pornography today, they're in their mind are still thinking, oh, he has a couple of Playboys, under the bed that he looks at once or twice a month. No, he's spending hours and hours a week masturbating to hardcore sex acts while neglecting his wife because she's just boring to him and he has no desire for her, and she's devastated because she feels betrayed, unwanted, not good enough, she can't compete, and so on and so on. So the fallout and the ramifications on relationships is massive. We need to get in tune with that to help these people that are suffering from compulsive sexual behaviors, sex addiction, whatever you want to call it. So the question is, how do you help them? And I think that every RP, social worker, counselor, coach that I've met has the skills already because they're already in the profession to help these clients. So we've all been trained in talk therapy and Rogerian approaches and CBT and DBT and Gestalt and narrative and brief and all of these things. And I use all of these things. But what I give my clients is a system. So I have a system that I use that starts with session 1 and moves through about 12 sessions. I have in my mind that I want to hit certain issues and focus on certain areas and have my client complete certain tasks from week 1 to week 12. So I give them a structure, guidance, and a system. Working with these clients is not client directed, it's therapist directed, because the clients have no sense of direction. They want you to show them the way out of the pit, the forest, the darkness, the lostness that they are in. I put together some trainings last year, and it was great. I met some wonderful people, had great turnout, great feedback. And I decided to put together all the things that I use, and it's not that I'm the smartest guy in the world or the greatest therapist in the world. It's not that. It's just that I have had some great training, and I've been in the trenches every day for many years now, and I know what works. I'm a recovering person myself, so I actually know that what works with me will work with other people. So I put together a training that will walk therapists through day 1, session 1 to session 12 with all the notes, all the exercises, all the sheets, all the references that you need. The workshop's going to be held at different locations around Ontario. Click the link to get more information. There's more details there, or please call me, email me, private message me, and I'd love to chat with you. I think that it's time for therapists to get really ahead of the curve on this, get up to speed, informed, equipped, because there's many hurting people that really need our help. Thanks for clicking, thanks for taking a look, and I hope to meet you soon.